So, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had an entire script written up or typed up, but I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it, so I guess this one's gonna come a little bit more off the heart. Feel me? So first and foremost, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Ghetto Hollywood. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. You'll love it here. Why not? So this video is a little different type of style to it, I guess. So y'all gonna have to bear with me. My videos are going to be all over the place because I'm trying to figure out what I enjoy, but also what works best. So anyways, let's just get into the video. I don't know why to say that. I don't know if it's just me, but it really just kind of feels like life is just flying past us. It's like the moment you blink, it's been a week. You blink again, it's been a month. You try to yawn a little bit, it's been a year. And it's crazy because that's kind of how life's been going for me lately. Like, today is Tuesday, May 30th, and I don't know where these days went, but the last time I looked up, it was May 15th. And before that, it was April 30th. It's just kind of crazy seeing how fast time is just moving, and it feels like it's impossible to keep track of all this time because we're just like, I don't know what it is. And recently, my brother graduated high school, which was insane, and I'm so proud of him. But that whole moment, it felt very like full circle almost, because I was literally just there 2 years ago, and 2 years later, I'm just like, where did all the time go? And part of me wanted to get sad about it because it's just like, dang, time is moving, it is running, it is going. But at the same time, it kind of allowed me to remind myself that no matter how fast time seems to be going, it's so much more important to just not try so hard to rush it. Because even just seeing them, walk across the stage and just seeing them in their cap and gown, seeing my brother walking across the stage, seeing just that whole energy, and seeing my teachers that I haven't seen in these past few years, just seeing everything, it kind of made me feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be in life. When I graduated high school, I didn't really know where, my life would go, but I had a little tiny idea, I guess, but at the same time, I was just kind of going with the flow. And honestly, just seeing where my life is currently, and I don't know, it made me feel like I wasn't really doing enough at all. Just being honest with you, it really made me question myself and question what I've been doing for these past 2 years. But also, I think one of the girls, I think she was valedictorian. How do you say that? Salute, whatever the word is. Her speech was very motivational. I didn't get to record that, unfortunately. I just was all over the place that day. She said something about like, everyone's on their own journey, and like, don't compare yourself to the other person. And, it's a lot. I didn't really remember much. I don't remember much, honestly, but when she actually read her speech, it really stuck with me because she was saying some real stuff, and there's like a lot of us adults can apply that. You feel me? But yeah, I guess genuinely where I am right now, I'm just trying my hardest to just make the most out of everything life is throwing at me, and just being grateful that I'm here, and being grateful that I'm alive to even be making this video, that I'm alive to be where I am today, having the ability to do the things I love to do, even if that means, going through hell and back to get here, or to get to where I even want to be. It's hard out here, man. It's hard out here for a G, but I'm doing my best, and I guess that's really all that matters at the end of the day. As long as you give it your best, who cares what you do with your life? Who cares what you're doing right now? Who cares what your life is currently? You know, that don't mean just completely discredit, where you are in life. It's always nice to see where you are and reflect and understand where you are and where you want to be and make that change and make that growth. But there's no point in rushing it. Just recently I've been allowing myself to take some space and be lazy some days, but making sure I'm productive the next day, or taking an hour out of my day to just do nothing and be perfectly okay with it, because I know that I'm not in a rush, and I trust that the universe and I trust that God has my back regardless of where I am, and a lot of times we just don't want to do anything, and that's perfectly fine. I think we're so stuck in the mindset of always having to do something. If you're not doing nothing, you're wasting your time. And that can be true on certain occasions, but at the same time, it really depends on how you take that and how you're actually applying it to your life. Because doing nothing and being stagnant and being complacent and being content with your life, if it's not the life you truly want to live, that's a sign of just doing nothing and wasting time, versus giving it as much as you can and taking frequent breaks when you need to take them, and giving yourself time to process everything, give yourself time to rest and relax. That's the biggest difference between both of it. And I guess that's one thing I have been learning, especially recently, just because I guess the inadequacy I've been feeling, with social media. Y'all know how that goes, seeing your peers and watching them travel, watching them, buy cars and move into their apartments and stuff like that. I don't know, it's very hard to process and cope with it in a sense, because we want so badly to have what they have, or at least have our own versions of it, it takes away your progress. It takes away your own progress, and it takes away your own personal growth, because you're comparing your growth, you're comparing yourself, you're comparing your life, your possessions, whatever it is, to your peers or to that other person. And the one thing I had to learn through all that is that everyone is genuinely on their own journey. Everyone's life is progressing at the rate their life is supposed to progress, and comparing yourself to someone else, it does nothing for you but take away from what you have. And the biggest thing we got to learn is to appreciate everything we have, because we could literally have nothing. And I'm just really appreciative of everything in my life, even though life tries to make me forget it sometimes. I'm extremely grateful. But just one final reminder: you're not in a rush. You are not in a rush. We are constantly growing. We are constantly improving. We are constantly figuring things out as we move forward in this life experience. And I guess the biggest thing we can do is just appreciate the journey, man. The journey is what we make it. You only got one chance at this life stuff, and if you don't get it right the first time, there's so many different opportunities to actually truthfully get it right. It's just up to us to make that change. It's up to us to put that effort in, And one more thing, just remember, you got to learn to just truly enjoy everything life throws at you. The good things, the bad things, the ugly things, the in-between things, every single moment, enjoy it to the fullest. And it's so important to live with intention, even through the difficult times. Live with intention. Stop being so stuck in autopilot. Stop being so stuck in the past. Stop being so focused so heavily on the future that you forget the present moment. The present moment is where we need to be. Everything lies in the present. The present is always now. It's just lifing. Life goes. Life is crazy. But it's also a very beautiful thing. And I'm just grateful that I'm experiencing it, man. For real, for real. It's a blessing, man.